Hello sports fans, this is the Dog H. Weber with another edition of Weber on Sports Express here on FingerLakes1.com. Hope you had a great Memorial Day weekend. Hey, by the way, last week when I was doing the Persons of the Week, I was referring to the Miners Academy girls lacrosse team, congratulating them for snapping a 58-game losing league streak in the sport of lacrosse. I failed to mention their coach, Mr. Corey Fuster. Corey, sorry about that. A little bit of an omission. Congratulations as the coach. And we wish you well in the future. By the way, I need to send out a little way to go Izzy, my granddaughter Izzy, 13 today, Tuesday, May 31st. There's birthdays, then there are special birthdays. She's a teenager today. Love from Papa and Mima. We'll see you Sunday for the big party. Happy birthday, Izzy, the big 13. Well, you know what, folks? If you're having a bad day, a headache, you shoot 120 in golf, or if you bowl 65, and your car breaks down, you're really having a bad day, let's talk about Jim McKay, the legendary Jim McKay, with the opener of the wide world of sports, the agony of defeat. Put yourself in the position of Mr. Rookie J.R. Hillebrand. The Indianapolis 500, no doubt, is the most famous race of all. You could go to Argentina, and those folks through an interpreter would know where the Indianapolis 500 is or about that race. J.R. Hillebrand, a rookie, nobody would have ever picked him to win it. He could see the finish line. Guess what? He put his foot on the gas pedal too much and it slammed into the wall some 400 yards from the finish line. So don't talk about your bad day. Think of J.R. Hillebrand, the poor rookie that crashes his car on the final turn to win the most famous race in the world. Well, I don't know about you, but I've been following that Ohio State Buckeye story. And I'm not a big fan of Mr. Tressel, the coach. He wears that nice little vest on the sidelines with the Ohio State Buckeye colors. He acts like he's holier than thou. Well, guess what? He's a cheater. He lied. He's finally resigned. Good riddance, Mr. Tressel. Not good for sports, not good for football. He lied, he cheated. Can you spell the word slug? Keep him out of sports. He should never have stayed in that capacity once they realized what he had done last year, keeping the information away from his authorities and the president and the athletic director when he knew full well that 5 of his so-called football stars had broken NCAA rules. And what did he do about it? Absolutely nothing. He is a slug and a cheat. Well, let's switch over to Newark High School. Let's congratulate Newark High School's track and field team, mainly the participants in the 4x800 relay. Why do I bring this up? Let's talk about who ran it. Antonio Van Covering, Ben McCormick, Derek White, and Jeremy Hassett. They broke a record Class B track in the 4x800 by almost 2 seconds. Congratulations. Previously held by Victor High School, a record that held up for 14 years. So congratulations to the Fab Four of the 4x800 at Newark High School. NBA, NHL action, finals finally getting underway. The Miami Heat versus the Dallas Mavs. I don't know, I like Miami. Reason I like Miami, the big three, is because I'm not a big fan. I thought the owner of the mistake on the late, the Cleveland Cavaliers, whined about losing LeBron. I understand LeBron went over the top with a decision, the 1-hour SportsCenter special, telling us where he was going. But let's be honest, the Cavaliers never would have spent the money to bring in the horses to work with LeBron. That's why I call Cleveland the mistake on the lake. At least Miami has got Bosh and Wade and LeBron, the big three. I want to see Miami win just to shut up Mr. Gilbert and stick it to him. That's the way the dog is. Nail him. Go Miami. I'm picking him to win in 6. Let's go to the hockey world. We're going to get those finals underway on Wednesday night. Boston, who hasn't been in the finals since 1990, some 21 years ago, will take on, I like to call them the Jaguar of the NHL, Vancouver. They're smooth. The Bruins of Boston, they're a feisty bunch. They play hockey the old-fashioned way. They bang you up against the wall. However, sorry, I like Vancouver, believe it or not, in 5 games. Let's see how I do. And you know what, folks? When it comes to predicting, if you're on the opposite side of the dog, you're usually in very good shape. Well, as I always try to do on this show, on Weber on Sports Express, I like to point out and celebrate the person or persons of the week. Today, it's a person. Her name, Jane Shaffer. Is she a major athlete? She may have been growing up. But I got to tell you, I know Jane. I think she knows who I am. But I am really amazed when I think about the number of organizations, the number of benefits, the number of charities that woman is involved in. Let's say it's ranks in the 20 to the 30 range. And oh, by the way, she's not a stay-at-home mom. She is co-owner of Sessler Wrecking, which is a very viable, very fanatic business. Jane Shaffer gives her time like no other person that I have ever seen or met in my life. Every time there's a fundraiser, and I noticed lately they're talking about the Sampson cemetery situation to try to raise some money. Who's on the committee? Jane Shaffer. Well, Jane, kudos from Weber on Sports Express. There's no one like you. There are a lot of people watching this show that give their time. But are you on 25 to 30 committees? And she just doesn't take notes, folks. She is actively involved. Kudos to a special lady, Jane Shaffer. Well, join me for my radio show on WGVA and WAUB this coming Sunday. We've only got 3 more radio shows to go before I dedicate myself more here on fingerlakes1.com. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a slice. That's a look at sports my way.